What up, everybody? I'm here with Evan Michael Lee, straight out of Los Angeles, California. This cat is on the come up. He's doing his modeling thing, his athletic fitness thing, and now he's voicing Mark Henry on WWE Network's new animated series, Camp WWE. So, Evan Michael Lee, glad to meet you, brother. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
I recently met you through Twitter.
Yeah.
And I congratulated you on getting the voice for Mark Henry, which is pretty much what started our conversation. Is our that we're both fans of WWE.
Yes.
Now you're. I don't want to ask you your age specifically. Would you be willing to give that info?
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit. It's 31.
All right, cool. So you're 31. I'm 36. So we're about the same age. So we grew up on pretty much the same old school 80s stuff.
Yeah.
So can you tell me like some of your memories from wrestling? What it is that hooked you, or your first memory of seeing something?
Yeah. It's so funny. Just before you messaged me, I was actually thinking about that. I was living in St. Louis at the time, and I was maybe 6 years old or whatever, and my brother was 3 years older than me, and we were just playing the basement. I think I was playing by myself, and my brother was watching TV, and he was like, "Hey, Evan, come here, come look at this." And I walk over. And I'm pretty sure this is who was wrestling. I think it was Axe, Smash, and Crush from the Demolition versus Earthquake and Typhoon.
Okay.
Now, I was like, what's this? He's like, it's wrestling. I was like, what is this? And he's explaining it to me. And I just sit down. I'm totally into it. But after the first match, I was hooked because I think the next week or whatever, that same night they had Mr. Perfect and IRS and Ted DiBiase. And I was like, who are these people? I want to know everything about them. I was hooked, and I watched wrestling since then, every Saturday, every Sunday, every Monday. I did not miss wrestling one bit.
So would you say it's been a major part of your life growing up?
Yeah. My mom and dad would make fun of me or kind of tease me, right? Because oh, there's Evan going watching wrestling again. And I would never, this is true, I would never do my homework. I would always to watch Monday Nitro or Monday Night Raw. And then, my dad shouted at me, do your homework. And I was like, come on, one more minute. And I'm watching Stone Cold, go at it or whatever. And they're like, you have to turn the TV off. And I was like, no, I don't want to, or whatever. So I sneak and turn the volume down and whatnot. So I was really, I guess wrestling was my biggest distraction, I guess, in my academic upbringing or whatever. But I was fortunate because I lived in Atlanta, and at the time WCW was really big. So WWF, that when at the time they were WWF, they never came by, and then they changed to WWE. But then they did because of whatever the falling out with WCW. So they came to Atlanta. And I was lucky to see them twice. I saw Monday Night Raw twice, and my junior year of college, I went to the Royal Rumble by myself.
Awesome that you got to go. Even though it was by yourself, I'm pretty sure that's an experience you'll never forget.
Oh my goodness! You just don't realize just how massive those dudes are until you see. I was right on the aisle, so it was I could see everyone come out just taking pictures. That's before iPhones and whatnot. So I'm taking pictures with my Kodak, and just The Rock is just huge, and Triple H is just steam is just rising off him, and Kane is just this tower of a man just walking over. It's awe-inspiring, but it's also intimidating. It's wow. I would never piss that guy off because he would beat my ass.
And after watching it on TV for so long, to actually get to be in the building and feel the energy of the crowd and the roar and the pops when the guys come out. I know my first wrestling experience, I thought it was dope as hell.
Oh my God, for real. Losing my mind, lost my mind. Because that Royal Rumble, The Rock gave a rock bottom to Chris Jericho through the table. And everyone just fucking lost it. Can I curse? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Curse it up.
Yeah, everyone just lost their shit. And I was like, oh my God. I was shaking the guy next to me. I didn't even know him. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was just an amazing experience.
But that's the unity of the wrestling fan.
Right. That's the joyful thing about the WWE universe is that everyone is on the same page all the time.
Right.
Except recently with people like John Cena. They're kind of on the fence. They like him, they don't.
But that's a good thing too. You can like whoever you want. You can cheer whoever you want, and
exactly.
No one's gonna blame you. Now, going back really quick to the '90s, although you were in Atlanta, were you a WCW guy or a WWE guy?
That's always a tough question. I mean, I love WWF, like, I think, or WWE, I guess I should say, for the sake of the interview. But, like, yeah, like, I had a few favorites in WCW. Like, you know, obviously there's, like, Goldberg and whatnot. And back when the Four Horsemen were, like, on the up and coming, and, like, the NWO and all that stuff. But, like, yeah, like, WWF or E, God, I keep saying WWF. See,
that's because to us it was WWF.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To like change it or whatever. But yeah, like I was just a fan of WWE since like back when I was a kid. So like they're always like, you know, my number one.
Yeah, no, I agree. I remember seeing the Hulkster. That was my first wrestling experience, the Hulkster.
Yeah.
So now to bring it to the present day, how did you get involved with voicing Mark Henry? Was it just a random audition, or was it something you were really pushing for?
A little bit of both. Like I've always wanted to get into voice acting. Like I went to college, I did theater and whatnot, and you know everyone always said like, "Oh, you have a really good voice" or whatever. But I never really took it to heart or anything like that. Then like more and more people started saying it. I was just like, "Well, maybe it's something worth thinking about." And I saw on like there's a thing called Actors Access. It has like all these like breakdowns of all these upcoming projects and whatnot. Okay. And I saw a thing for Camp WWE, like a new cartoon that they were doing. I was like, oh, that sounds so dope. Like, that would be really good. And, like, I sent it to my manager, and I said, hey, do you know this casting director? I think this would be something I'm very good at, obviously, because I'm wrestling.
Right.
So I think I'd be really good for that. And she wrote me back. She was like, I think they're looking for children. And I wrote back, I said, no, I think, like, the characters are kids, but, like, they're looking for adults. And she's like, oh, okay. So she got me the audition. And at first, they had me read for R-Truth. Okay. They had me read for R-Truth. Like, they sent me the size. I was, like, going over it. I was like, I got this. I nailed it. Like, it's in the bag. So I did the thing. I, like, made them laugh. And then, like, oh, okay. Well, like, could you read for Mark Henry as well? Hadn't prepared for that. Like, totally curveball. So I went out the lobby. I kind of looked over it real quick. And I didn't have, like, a second voice. Right. I just had to make, like, a snap judgment. So I just made up this, like, sort of this, like, sexy R&B, like, radio jazz voice meets, like, a prison inmate. You know what I mean? Okay. So, and for whatever reason, it made them laugh. So I got a call back in front of, you know, Seth Green and all the producers. And, like, Seth is really cool. He's, like, super nice and just super chill. And, like, it was really an honor, like, to meet him. And I ended up reading for Mark Henry. And after that, I read for, like, 5 more characters. He just, I guess for whatever reason, really liked me. So I read for, like, The Undertaker and, like, Vince McMahon and, like, who else did I read for? Oh, The Rock. I read for The Rock, and I read for something else. And so then, like, a week goes by, I didn't hear anything. So I figured, I didn't get it, which is natural out here. Like, you just don't get stuff. And the next day, I get an email saying that, hey, they want to see you, from my manager, she said, they want to see you one more time. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, so they want me to read for The Rock and Mark Henry. So I go in there and I read for both, and it's only a few of us in there now at this point. So I read for it, and they're like, they loved it. Then about 2 days later, I get the call saying I didn't get it. Oh. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Heartbreak.
I was kind of bummed about it. I was like, oh, that would have been so cool because I'm a big wrestling fan or whatever. Right. So I was like, whatever. So like weeks and weeks go by. Like I put this whole thing out of my mind. I went to Vegas that weekend with my friends, and you know I just got like just hammered, just like shit faced and whatnot. And I'm on the plane coming back to LA, and I'm just like hungover. And my manager calls me and said, "Hey, are you available Friday? They might want you for that Camp WWE show." Now I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they just want me for like background vocals or just like, you know, like wow, whatever. Right. So I'm like, yeah, I'm free. She said, okay, they haven't made a decision yet. I'll let you know tomorrow. I was like, okay, cool. So the next day, I'm like taking a nap, and my manager texts me. She says, call me ASAP. It's in all capital letters, like exclamation points all the way across. So I'm just like, oh shit. So I like call her, and I'm like, what's up? She says, so, you know the role for Mark Henry? She's British. So like, you know the role for Mark Henry? I was like, yeah. I was like, you got it. I was like, what? I said, yeah, they really liked you, and they want you to have it. I was like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, what? So like, she's like, yeah. It's like, congratulations. And I was just like, and I was just like stunned because I, you know, just assumed I didn't get it. I assumed they didn't want me. But I don't know if they had someone else in mind or they just had to really think it over, but yeah, I got the call saying I got it, and I was just overjoyed, and I called my mom, and my mom cried on the phone, and I called my dad, and he was just over the moon happy, and my brother was just like the same way, because he's the one who introduced me to wrestling. You know what I mean? It was a really full circle moment in my life. So I started on Friday, and Seth was just like, so like we were sitting there talking. He's like, so like where are you from? Just like chit chat. We talked for like wrestling for about half an hour before I even went in the booth to even do anything. But like it was just like one of the most memorable experiences I'll never forget. Right,
no, it's awesome, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
So now, are you done? Is it wrapped, and we're just waiting for it to come out?
Yeah, I think we're done. My last, because I started in like the end of September, early October. So, and we went all the way to about the end of January. So I think my part is done. And they announced after the Royal Rumble, because I didn't say anything for the longest time.
Right.
I didn't really tell anyone. So the last episode, I was like, well, like the Royal Rumble's coming up, like, surely, I was asking the producer of the show, I was like, surely we can say something, right? I was like, can we say anything? They're like, we'll find out, we'll let you know. Oh, by the way, that day, they showed me a little bit of the animation for Vince McMahon. Okay. So it was really cool, like, to see how he looks. So I don't even know what I look like.
Right. Yeah, we've only seen brief snippets in the little commercial they got out.
Yeah, they showed little snippets, and I don't know if they showed my character in the snippet, but yeah, I don't even know what I look like. So like when I watch it with everyone else, it will be the first time I'll be watching it too.
Right.
But after the Royal Rumble, we got the email saying that we can officially talk about it. So I just kind of announced it to the world, and it's been pretty good feedback, and everyone's been really happy and just like, congratulations, so awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And, hopefully more and more will come from it. So
right, and we're all looking forward to seeing the actual finished product.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when I read the scripts, I was laughing out loud. So I'm just like, I think this is funny. Right. And between us, I think Vince McMahon steals the show. Like, by far, the funniest character ever. And I'm so glad that he's doing it himself. Because I was reading, I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Now, everyone else finds it as funny as I did, because I just thought it was hysterical.
Well,
everyone else is funny too, but Vince, by far, steals the show.
Vince is, like a mad scientist / genius to this day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, really quick, you mentioned about doing the acting school, right?
Yeah.
Let's just touch back on your history a little bit. What were you doing before the WWE? Because if I'm not mistaken, I saw on your Twitter you had done either like a show or a movie, or was it just some modeling? Because I think I saw all of that on there.
Yeah. I do a radio show on Mondays.
Okay.
So I do a radio show here in LA. It's sort of like an internet-based radio show.
Well, yeah, I mean, plug the website. Get some more listeners.
Oh, yeah. It's if you go to www.tradiov.com, they might be changing their website. But anyway, whatever. Just go to www.tradiov.com, and then in the little search bar, type in Spill the Tea. It's every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific Coast time. So I guess if you're there, it'll be, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 p.m. on the East Coast.
So 8765. So, yeah. Every Monday you can see my friend Kate Moss and Melissa Brown and myself just sort of gossiping about, like, weekly stuff. And it's just, funny. Like, everyone has a good time, and everyone says how just ridiculous we are. But, yeah.
Good. Another good look. Continued success on that as well. Can you tell us about some of your previous acting gigs?
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, when I was in Chicago, I was doing a lot more theater because that's what I went to school for, and I didn't really know how to get into like movies or TV or anything like that. I tried getting an agent out there, and I ended up getting one, and I ended up doing like a anti-smoking commercial. And it's funny because when I was talking to Seth Green, he was saying when he lived in, I guess, Philly, he did like some sort of anti-smoking commercial too, but he had like a stupid gas mask on and all that like stupid shit. But yeah, while I was in Chicago, I also picked up dance, like hip hop and jazz and ballet and stuff like that. And my roommates are home, so yeah. When I moved out here, I started doing like music videos and just like some TV and stuff like that. That's the dog. That's the dog going crazy. Yeah. What's up, guys? Oh no, you're fine. But yeah, I was doing like music videos and just like some TV stuff and this little stuff like this. But like honestly, the WWE thing was like the biggest thing I've done since I've been out here. Because you know, LA's not easy.
Right. It's a struggling actor.
Right.
Yeah. But now, with WWE being wrapped up, and again, we wish you the greatest success possible. What do you have planned next, or what's your next goal? What do you want to attack next?
Well, honestly, like I said before, like I really wanted to get into like voice acting, so I signed up for this voiceover acting class studio out here. It's not very far from my house, and the good thing about them is they're really good teachers there, but they also cast like animation and like national commercials and whatnot like that.
Okay.
Because when I got into like the WWE thing, like I was really happy, but I kind of felt like a fraud a little bit because of like, okay, I got this really great opportunity that could lead elsewhere, but like I don't really feel like I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So I just feel like kind of like hone my skills and my craft, and you know, have to actually know what I'm doing and how to prepare for stuff for future things. So yeah.
Right. You definitely gotta master the craft.
Yeah. You know, you can't just be rely on luck.
Yeah. But no, definitely. Congrats again. We're looking forward to the premiere. Once you know the date, because I'm pretty sure they're going to tell you guys.
I do.
Oh, do you? Let us know, because we're waiting.
They are announced it. It'll premiere May 2nd on the WWE Network.
All right, cool. So everybody, May 2nd, WWE Network Camp WWE. Make sure you're on there, logged in, and check it out. I know I'm on the network already, $10 a month, so I'll be waiting for it to come out.
Yeah.
And definitely,
and I think it'll probably drop at like midnight on like May 1st. Like you know what I mean? Like it'll probably be out there then. So
right.
But yeah, if you don't have a WWE Network, it's only $10 a month. But the first 30 days are free, right?
Yeah, the first month is free.
Yeah. So you know, end of April, beginning of May, they should sign up, check out the show. It's pretty funny, I think.
Take advantage of the free month and definitely check out the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, Evan. Thank you for allowing us your time. We wish you the best of luck, and I hope we get to speak again. Hopefully, we'll be celebrating season 2 next time.
Absolutely, right? Fingers crossed.
Definitely, brother.
Watch it though.
If you want to give any shout-outs, or if you want to give your contact info, your Twitter, your Instagram, go right ahead so everybody knows where they can reach you at.
Oh, yeah. They can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Evan Michael Lee. And I'm on Facebook as Evan Michael Lee.
All right, cool. So everybody go ahead and follow my boy right here. And Evan, hopefully next time, if ever I'm in LA, I'm going to hit you up on this Skype thing.
Please do, all right?
Cool, brother. Thanks again, bro.
No problem.
Take care.
See ya.